of my craft room makeover. Now today I want to get the shelves into the bookcase and get all the books back on. I want to construct the 2 desks and get those wider shelves into the central cupboard over there so I've got more room for storage. And then I want to start bringing everything back in, which will be a big relief because at the moment the dining room is just full of all of my stuff. So let's get started. So these are the desks, and like I said, these are just the same as the one I had in here before, and that was fairly easy to construct. I think the thing that takes the most time is actually the 3 drawers, and I want to construct actually as they're shown here, so one with the drawers on the right and one with the drawers on the left, and then in the room I'll have the drawers at the outer edges to create that sort of corner unit. Okay, so let's put this together. Today is Matt's birthday, so before we start on the desks, we're going to indulge in a piece of coffee and walnut birthday cake.
And a coffee.
And a coffee. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
42.
That's okay.
So that's the first desk constructed, and that was really easy to put together, and that took us about 45 minutes to construct. Before we actually do the second one, we're going to put the blinds up, and because we've got these really sort of crumbly stone walls, we're going to fit them into the ceiling, so we're going to have them hanging from the ceiling. So we'll do that next. I've just got these lovely duck egg blue roller blinds, and this is a thermal blackout blind, and I think I spoke to you earlier about how that will block out the sun so that I can continue filming or continue taking photographs when the sun is sort of flooding my desk area. So these will need to be cut down, but what we'll do is we'll fit the sort of holders first, and then I can take a measurement and get those cut to size. But I really like how that colour goes with the wallpaper and the paint as well. Perfect. Yeah, that really does block the light, doesn't it?
Nice.
I like that.
Nice and smooth as well.
I really like that colour as well. So there's the second blind up as well, and I'm really pleased with those. It just opens the room up so much better than those curtains. So the next job is to construct the second desk. So the second desk is now up, and I've positioned them here where they will actually go. So the worktop will then sit across here, and I'll drill some holes so that I can have the wires feeding down the side of it. So that'll go across there, and then it overhangs here because it's 1800 millimeters long, so I'll have probably about another 5 or 6 inches there at the end of this desk, and it will go right back to the wall. So it's 600mm deep, so I'll have extra space that way as well. And then, like I said before, I'll just have a little ridge along here where it sits up to that corner. But this will be more of a sort of storage desk than a work desk, so I'll still sit here opposite the window. And then, I don't know if you can see in there, but where I had this same desk before, but just in the pine, I've kept this shelf section, and I've set that back there. And then I've got some nice deep shelves here for storage. So that's quite handy, and then once that worktop's in place up there, that will all be hidden. So I'm really pleased with what we've done again today. Now it's almost 5 o'clock now, and because it's Matt's birthday, I'll be cooking him a nice dinner this evening. So I'm going to start just putting things back in, and we'll see how far I can get, probably within the next hour or so. And the other thing I wanted to show you, Matt has made me some lovely big deep shelves for in here. So I've got the shelf coming right out to the edge now, at the top here and here, and that will give me lots more storage space and sort of things that I want to keep but don't use on a regular basis. I'll put along the back, and then everything I use regularly will sit along this front edge. But that's going to create so much more room in there. And then he's taken out a crate that he had on here that had a lot of paperwork in, and he's going to sort that and do something else with it. So I've got this section here where I can put my wood, because another thing I don't want to do is have anything sitting on the floor. So I used to have all my store of wood sitting in that corner in a crate. Well, I don't want anything on the floor at all, so I'll have my wood in there, and then I'll probably keep my stock wood on those shelves under there. So that was the other thing. And then I've got to sort all of this paper out, and then I can probably keep all my card that I use for packaging on top of that filing cabinet, because that was something else that was just sort of stuck in that corner down there. But what I want to do now is, I've got a nice blue rug with flowers on it, so I'm going to put that in, see if that still fits. Yep, that fits perfectly, and that looks really nice. And I think that goes really nicely with the wallpaper as well. So the other thing I was saying earlier about not wanting anything on the floor, I always used to keep my red tool case down here, but I want to eventually get rid of that, and I'm going to try and get some little storage drawers that will fit in this section here, and probably something on wheels as well, so that I can then pull that out and pull it around when I'm actually using the tools. So that will be something I'll have a look for online. So this little drawer unit I really like. There's loads of drawers, and I can keep all my hardware and everything in it. It does need sorting out, and I'm also going to spray paint it white so that it matches the furniture. Now normally I'd have that sitting at the end of my desk, but I'm not going to put that back there until I've got the worktop, otherwise that's going to be balanced a bit on the end. So I'm just going to stick that underneath for now. So I'm just going to tuck that in there. Like that, and hopefully then I'll be able to get my toolbox in that gap. Like to get a new cutting mat, and I've seen some in really nice pastel colours, pink and blue, and I think a pink one on there would really bring out the pink of the wallpaper. So these tins and tubs I've just put on here are all of my scraps of wood and each tin is for a different size. And I really need to sort these out. This whole tub is 2.5mm and I'm sure I'm never going to get through it all. So I'll just take out the larger bits to keep and then I'll dispose of the smaller scraps. And that's one thing I have got on my budget, and that's a new chair. This one squeaks and it's sort of losing its spring a bit. So I want to get a new chair, and again something in a really nice colour that will match the rest of the room. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for today. I haven't managed to get everything done that I wanted to, but I think we've made really good progress, and at least now I've got a work area so I can carry on working. But it is far from complete, so I'm going to carry on filming everything I do in here. And I think once that piece of worktop arrives, that's going to make a really big difference. I really hope you've enjoyed these first 3 episodes, and now I've got a nice craft room to film in. I'll probably do a lot more sort of ad hoc vlogs and everything to keep you updated on what I'm working on. So after 3 days of decorating and building furniture, I'm absolutely exhausted, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you soon. Bye!